it's crazy, but it's
You're watching Channel Z, the world's leading zombie apocalypse channel. Broadcasting live from Studio Z.
Makes me act the way I do.
Hello?
Where's Erica?
I don't know. Okay.
Yes, Erica's. Isn't she supposed to be running the show? Dave, where is she?
I actually have no idea. I literally do not know where she is. Do you know where Jason is?
Oh my gosh, I'm just looking now in the comments. Jason, oh my gosh, Jason is in the hospital. He says he's in a hospital room in Mesa. I guess he went to the. Oh my goodness. Wait, maybe he went, because I didn't hear from him after he went to the set yesterday to try to set things up. Did he get attacked by zombies while he was there?
I don't know, Jason. Are you okay?
Oh.
Can you?
This
feels kind of weird. Where it's
this
like,
is yeah.
Comment if you're okay.
I mean, it's happened before. It's happened
Jason,
before.
if you can hear us, hit the like button. But so he's legit not here, right? Like,
yeah, they are not here. Sorry, Jason, we misgendered you. Very apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So
they're okay, but we don't know where Erica is, and she's supposed to be running this show. So maybe something happened to Erica when she went to the studio this morning.
I mean, I honestly don't know. I'm like this as of 10 o'clock this morning. I thought that they were doing an Eat, Pray, Run, and I was going to comment on it. And where are you? I'm
not even in state. I mean, I'm trying to, just see what I can do to help make this I mean, are we doing a show today? Even maybe we should get the students know what's going on, because they were supposed to be on the show with Erica. So
here we got someone coming in. Let's see. Maybe this is Erica. So
what am I doing?
Pam, do you know what happened to Erica?
I do not. And what the heck am I doing here, you guys? I'm never here.
Well, you're here now.
I know. This is horrible. So what?
I guess so.
No,
can you have Erica's glasses?
They are pretty awesome.
What's going on, you guys? Come on.
No, I mean, we're hoping that you might have some. But have you talked to her recently? Do you know? No.
I mean, come on. This has never happened before, you guys. We've been doing this for how long now?
Yeah, and I mean, we've never had a situation like this before.
No, it's very disconcerting at the very best.
Yeah, what do you think happened, Pam?
I have no idea. How would I know, Athena?
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I think maybe we need to get some students in here to help us.
They're the ones that always
know.
know.
Jason says that they're happy to be here remotely, but they're zombie hordes, right? Which is a thing we've been contending with. But this is the first time we legit. It sounded like 20 minutes ago we were going to cancel the show, and now here we are, and we've got some students, right? So let's bring them on.
Guys, Jason's in the hospital? Wow. I had no clue. Yeah, hi guys.
Yeah.
Did you actually not know? Like, he's actually in the hospital.
Yeah, he's
that's nuts.
Like, he's.
But have we heard how he's doing, or?
He said he's doing okay.
And so.
Sorry, they are doing okay.
Yeah, I'm a student of theirs, Professor Scott's, and I'm glad to hear that they're doing fine in the hordes. But yeah, I've been hearing some crazy things about trying to figure out this zombie vaccine. I've heard people are trying to get bites purposefully to see whether or not they can
zombies.
test.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Well, to test a vaccine out of it, and I guess something must have gone wrong. I have no clue. I'm safe at home, thank God. But yeah, I have no clue.
There's a
Oh.
vaccine? Boy, have I been out of it. I had no idea there was a
Experimentation
vaccine.
gone wrong, maybe. I have no clue.
Sign me up. Where can you get those, JC? Are you vaccinated?
Oh, I'm vaccinated with a well-tested vaccine, but I have no idea about this other vaccine that's going around. But yeah, I gotta go on the front
Mazilikazi.
line.
So Mazilikazi is telling us to get bitten intentionally, I think, right? Is this
Yeah.
advice, Mazilikazi? Or
Is
are
that
you
a
surprised?
question or is
Right.
I think Mazilikazi's commenting about yeah. I mean,
so,
but we don't really know what's going on at the. I mean, as a person who's trying to plan a meeting at the
coming
production
up?
center, I'm a little worried if Jason has had something. He had something happen when he went over to the studio yesterday, and now he's in the hospital. Erica went over to the studio this morning. We haven't heard from her. Do you think there's something going on at the studio?
You know what's really weird about this, you guys? This reminds me of March 2020 when, like we were all like, la, 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 and then all of a sudden everything changed and ground to a halt and all the rules changed. I kind of feel like that's exactly what's happening right now.
I mean, that is, and I am reacting in the same way, where I'm just like, okay, this is the new normal, and now, an hour ago it was going to be an Eat, Pray, Run, but now we're doing whatever this is. I don't know if this is an Eat, Pray, Run, or if this is a meta commentary on life, and I don't know if.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on at the studio. Do we have any more students, Dave? Are there any other students that could come in and help us figure out what's going on?
Oh, look.
Oh, Melissa.
All right, Melissa.
Crazy morning we're having here, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Monday. Jeez.
It is.
Happy Monday.
It is. And so, and I don't know if the viewers were expecting an Eat, Pray, Run, but to anyone out there, feel free to ask whatever questions you have. And what were you expecting today, Melissa? Were you expecting an Eat, Pray, Run?
Well, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, we were supposed to head over to the studio last night to get some things set up. And I was on my way over there, and I'll tell you what, there was hordes of zombies heading to Mesa. There's the 202 school. They were lined up on the freeway, and that's when we got the call that we weren't going to head over to the studio. So if Erica was over there this morning, that's where all the zombies were heading last night.
Wow.
Okay, so we're starting to piece it together. So there's zombies all around the studio. Jason's in the hospital. He seems to be okay with this whole thing. That
he's losing weight, maybe.
Jason is.
Yeah.
Jason
They
is
have a
doing
great
well,
outlook on it. Yeah,
I just want to mention that on the other hand, I guess Neil in England was like just depending on this, right? Depending on this ramen. He's probably sitting there with just piles and piles of ramen and no idea how to cook it, right? Because
boiling water,
waiting.
Neil, boiling water.
Yeah, I mean, I think this raises a lot of questions about prevention and also when to change plans, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I think no matter what the situation is at the mix center with the zombies, like we can get the zombies under control and have the meeting. It can go forward as planned. I don't think that there's going to be really any issue with that.
Could we have a detector, like a zombie detector at the door or something so that no zombies get in? I mean, is it possible that it's like the COVID thing where you might have it, but you don't exhibit it? So you might sneak into the conference. That might be an issue.
I definitely think, yeah, a hidden zombie bite is never a good sign.
Absolutely, JC. We're in deep doo-doo if that happens, huh? Oh my God.
Definitely.
Melissa, do you have any other insights? Since you're the one who, the only one who's actually seen the zombie situation with your own eyes, about what you think might be going on or what you think might have happened to Erica this morning.
I don't know. See, I mean, it's pretty suspicious, in my opinion, to have the zombies organizing. Like, it almost seemed a little bit organized that they were heading down there. I don't know if it's possible that maybe some of them have been watching the show, and maybe they want to be on it or want to stop it, or this. I think this definitely could have something to do with the show. I mean, who knows? Maybe Erica is having a production meeting with the zombies as we speak. So we'll have to see what happens and if we hear from her.
Oh wow.
That's
Wow, I hadn't even
terrifying.
considered that. So you think they might be trying to take over channels, Ed?
It's possible.
Oh my gosh.
The zombies they're going to try to control the media.
So
They are. Oh my goodness.
maybe
Wow.
organize like that? I mean, can they organize, get presidents and stuff like that? I mean, what are you saying, Melissa, that you saw? You saw maybe like organized zombies? That's a bad thing.
I mean, all I'm saying is that this is the first time that I think I've seen them all seem like they were going in the same consecutive direction. So maybe this is a new adaptation, evolution. I think that we should definitely be watching out for this.
Wow.
So,
Are there students, Dave, who could help us figure out what's going on?
we have. So I know that Caroline had a lot of good questions about the go bag, right, last week. So, so have you been able to survive since then?
Barely. I'm holding on by a thread, but I did pick up some things from Amazon actually afterwards. Like I spent a chunk of change on some things, and that was like really, really informative. And I do have a pack of ramen in my go bag in my car, in case anybody was wondering.
Oh, nice. So now people in chat are just talking about they're eating their ramen dry because they have not gotten tips on how to serve their ramen.
That sounds like a choking hazard, actually. That really.
So what do we think? What should people at home be doing when things don't go as planned? So what do you guys suggest?
I still want to know, Dave. I want to know what happened. I want to hear from Carolyn about what maybe happened to Erica.
Oh
yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I tried calling, texting, everything. I thought I was blocked. And then I heard everybody else was trying to get a hold of her. And I tried contacting Professor Scott as well. They didn't answer. And I just thought maybe I did something wrong, because that's usually, you sometimes you say things and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm just now realizing that like we all are having difficulty contacting them, and I literally have no idea what is going on.
But do we actually think she might have encountered the organized zombie group? I mean, Melissa seems to think that, so that's.
I mean, it's a
bad thing.
It's a possibility. It is obviously not a great one, but it's a possibility.
What kind of equipment?
Jason's saying that they were there when they were there last night. They were doing inventory. Some things were missing, and he was overrun. So, I mean, that kind of fits with your hypothesis, Melissa, about the zombies might be trying to take over zombified media. Maybe they're like, it's called zombified media. This is our media company.
But
Yeah,
maybe
no matter
Erica.
what
I was just going to say maybe Erica took the equipment. Just saying.
I'm a
That's
little bit
possible.
concerned if Erica turns
Sorry,
on.
Melissa.
Does that mean that we're the next subjects of Eat, Pray, Love? Are humans going to be on the menu?
They run? Yeah.
Or sorry, Eat, Pray, Run. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't know if I want to lose Erica to this. We gotta get in contact with her.
Is everyone's
maybe
location confidential right now?
Yeah.
Is everyone's location confidential? Because maybe we don't want anyone to know where we are.
And I mean, on one hand, I'm worried about Erica being okay, but now from what you guys are saying, I'm worried if Erica might actually be behind some of this.
That is quite the accusation.
Maybe she's
Yes.
organizing them. Maybe she's the organizer.
But what would be her motive? I don't understand.
Power, strictly power, and money.
That's usually most people's motivations, so that's fair. That's a fair
Yep.
assessment.
She just got bitten, maybe.
What?
Maybe she's been turned into a zombie. I mean, I'm not the one who's the first to say this. I mean, Melissa, JC, Carolyn, you guys are all kind of suggesting that might be what's going on, and that she might actually. be a zombie.
Does that take time? I mean, or is it like, I'm a zombie?
Yeah,
I actually don't know.
Neil doesn't like our hypothesis, but Jason thinks
loyal.
that.
So I have an actual sort of, I have a question here that sort of, I am wondering, what are the ethics of us just going on with the show in the absence of Erica and Jason, right? Because I legit have no idea where Erica is. And like, this was a question that I'm sort of running through. Like, what do you guys think?
This show must go on. I mean, that's how we roll, you know. It's like the apocalypse is happening, the zombies are outside our doors, you know, we keep the show going.
I'm gonna have to call my agent about that, Dave.
I mean, because I had, so during the initial zombie outbreak, I actually did have some tough, I was part of a live theater troupe, and we had lots of really tough discussions about when the show must go on and when the show must not go on, right? So this is a philosophy I kind of live by, but then I also kind of, it's a thing I've really had to question, you know? I've had to question in the face of real danger, you know? And in this case, I don't know, it seems like we're all sort of safe, but we're still looking at a big in-person meeting, right? A big in-person meeting in, 2 weeks? What do you guys think? Like, what is the point where we?
I can tell you one thing. I was part of I was taking a huge school group to see a show at the Guthrie, and a tornado hit. This was in Minneapolis, and a tornado hit, and we waited until the show was over before we evacuated all the kids because the show had to go on. It has to go on.
Even in the apocalypse, the show must go on.
It has to go on. Sorry, that's what I think. Dave, when wouldn't it go on? I mean, I suppose if somebody had a heart attack and died right there, but otherwise, like, when wouldn't it go on?
Well, that's what happens in Station 11.
I was gonna say,
Right.
Heart attack, yeah.
In our case, it was a thing where it was a play, right? That during an actual pandemic, and eventually the show did not go on. But it was a really, really tough call, and it was a tough call where I think we waited a really long time, and a lot of actors ended up getting sick, which is what ended up with the show not going on. And so
it's like our dancers got sick.
Yeah, and so ever since then, there's this. Yeah, this is the question of, is it entertainment? People come on, like Alana's saying, or the other side is the idea of the show must go on a philosophy for life, right? That's not just about entertainment. That whatever you're doing, you've just got to keep doing it. So
that's what I think.
I have to agree with you there, Dave, for sure. I mean, especially something like this. If we are expecting our viewers to come and watch in the middle of whatever is happening for them and this zombie apocalypse, we should be here to put on a show and give them this information, you know, that they need. And it is a motto. And if we can say the show must go on, and we will be here doing it no matter what, hopefully it will give people a little extra oomph and a little extra will to live and keep going and thriving. It's not just about the entertainment, for sure.
So I do wonder. So I think at some point, hopefully we'll be able to have Jason and Erica back to give a full thing about how college students can eat. But do we want to give our viewers anything like that at this point, or do we want to just tell them to hold
I mean,
off, right?
I think we need Erica for that. I mean, assuming that she's still alive. I'm honestly, I mean, I know the one possibility is that she's turned into the leader of the zombie hordes, but another possibility is that she's just been eaten by zombies in the Mesa Mix Center. So I am a little bit worried about that, about whether, you know, she's still alive.
Can I ask, because I have a naive question to ask, which is I actually don't understand. It's kind of like vampires. I don't quite understand when you're dinner and when you're turned. Can somebody clarify that for me? Because I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really depends on the type of zombie virus. You know, the dynamics are really, really different. You know, how fast it happens, how much you're yourself still versus how much you're zombified. And I mean, with Erica, you know, I mean, we just don't know. what the zombies did to her.
It's like your viral load, like for COVID, right? It's like, I guess it depends on how much, like maybe saliva you get in you or.
Well, and also, which zombie virus we're talking about, or,
Right.
Zombie parasite or zombie, information system that's
Worms.
taking you over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm, on one hand, I'm worried about the safety over at the Mesa Mix Center. So for sure, we're going to have some strategies for making sure that things are safe there, because, from my perspective, the show must go on. We have to broadcast on the zombie apocalypse to give people, hope, to give them the information that they need to get through too.
Mm-hmm. Protocols. We have to develop protocols.
Yeah, figure out how to make it safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
just like what Melissa
JC.
said, audience is super important, and I bet this channel will be a beacon as always for new information. So making sure that you like the video and subscribe, and make sure that you stay in touch with us so that you know what's going on at Mesa will be really important, right, Dave?
I do agree. I also, on that note,
smash that like button and subscribe so that you can stay up to date for the zombie apocalypse.
Right. But I am also really curious as to what people think about being a beacon. Like a beacon, it needs to shine through the dark, but it also needs to lead people to safety, right? And so
we're like a lighthouse,
Yeah. And so, like, at what point how do we do that? How do we do that when things change? And in entertainment and in life, right? What is the best way to balance that?
Well, Nate made an important point here that, we do have the next generation, Gen Z, Gen Zombie. And so, as those of us who are, of older age are getting picked off by the zombies, there is fresh blood coming in that can help, take things forward and keep illuminating the way for, the next generations that will come after them.
I guess we just get slower and slower the older we get, so we can get picked off. Oh, thank God for you guys on the low bars there, the younger bars.
I think there's something to be said too for the Gen Z, Gen Zombie generation, where like a higher proportion of our life has been lived in this apocalypse. So for us, like 3 or 4 years in the apocalypse is like, 20-25% of our lifetime. This is very natural to us at this point,
Great
versus
point.
like where you guys have more time where it was just things were normal.
Here's what I think we should do. This is also a new improv. It's totally putting these guys on the spot. I think Athena, Pam, and I should leave and let the students finish
I love
out
that
the show.
idea.
You go for it?
Go for it.
Why not?
What do you think, Athena? You up for it? Let them carry on the torch.
Do you guys know how to run the backstage though? So we got to get you trained up so you can run backstage. Who knows what's going to happen to me and Dave if, we're going to go through, we're going to have the meeting at Mesa Mix. And Dave, I'm hoping that you and I will make it out alive, but we might not, All
right, who wants to run brand? One of you needs to run brand, which means you need to press the credits at the end. Who wants to do it?
I don't even see
where they're not even backstage, Dave. We got to get them backstage.
Right.
So
I'm going to I'll start the credits. I'll start the credits in 8 minutes. In 6 minutes.
Dave, we need to. I know you want to pass the baton right now, but there needs to be some hand holding, some passing along. I think we need to make some
just
space.
Throw them in. Just throw them into the pool.
JC's up for it. JC's up for it. Let's do it, Athena. They can do it. I believe in them. We'll start the credits at 11 o'clock. They can take us till there.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. All right,
Yep.
I'm going to take us out.
JC, you're in charge.
Bye.
What do we do now?
I think maybe because there are like some questions that maybe because this show was supposed to be about like our greatest like tips as like students, maybe we can go around and just say like our most important like hack to having a good life in college and also not being broke. So I think that if we're all down for that, that's probably some, yeah. Okay,
Yes,
I can go first. So my biggest hack that I've, took, years to figure out is, I'm even working at a grocery store, even for, 2 hours, 4 hours, like the most minimal amount that they'll let you will get a discount on all your groceries when you shop there. I know personally at Trader Joe's, a little plug, I love them. I can work whenever, really, really small amounts of time, and I get 20% off. And that's,
wow.
You have, 5 bags of groceries and one of them is free. Like that's, that's like the biggest hack I think you can do. And some exercise, some like mind, take your mind off school just for a few hours. So that is my biggest, if you can, work at a grocery store. And food, there's always like food that they're like throwing away. It's perfectly great food, like it's fine. So yeah, that's my biggest life hack.
I guess to kind of dovetail off of that, I was doing some research this weekend about there's some cool sites called like Good to Go, or I don't know the name of another one, but basically like platforms that are used for restaurants that have food at the end of the day that they weren't able to sell day of, and they'll sell it at discounted prices just a day old. So usually that food is like never like bad at all. Right. You can go buy it and pick it up at a super discounted price. So yeah, no, that's a super smart idea about the working at the grocery store. I never even thought of that.
It only took 5 years to figure out, but
do you want to go, Melissa?
Oh yeah, sure. I was gonna make a comment on what you said, JC, too. Yeah. It's crazy to think that like they're just throwing out all this food that isn't actually technically bad and people can still eat, and like it's not gonna make you sick. And just it goes to show like that a lot of these stores and companies are being really wasteful, especially like why are we doing that in such a scary time too? Like there's probably people out there living in the zombie apocalypse that really need that food. So if we could just get that to them, then a lot of people could have a lot more to eat.
I will say I do know why, only because I'm in the business.
Okay. Yeah, go for
it. It costs the companies to donate that, because I have to, because Trader Joe does donate all their food that's, still edible and whatnot. And it takes hours of us to sort through everything, we drive and we meet with the people to like go take it to them. That's, that adds up to like millions of dollars across all the stores, versus just throwing something in the trash takes nothing. And there's also this misconception that companies can get sued from food poisoning if someone gets like sick from the food that they donated. That is a complete myth. It has never happened in that case. And people it really is something that's so ingrained in us that we all believe that's true, that even like, the employees at stores. And that's just simply, it's not true, but it is what it is,
Yeah, that's a great comment from Nate. Wow. That's awesome.
Like that.
On demand. Yeah, I never heard of that either. You can pick up shifts on
okay. Well, perfect. Cool. Perfect. Melissa, did you have like a tip before we go about?
Well, my classic college tip is I am a big ramen eater. So I will say that I am a big ramen eater. I like the ones that come in the little cups. So then all you have to do is fill it up with some like sink water and stuff. And a hack that my mom gave me when I came to college was that if you're trying to like live on a really cheap budget, but really all you can afford is ramen and maybe a few other things, her hack was to crack open an egg in it. And then you get like a little bit of extra protein. Ooh. A carton of eggs is really not that expensive. And it really ups the quality of the meal.
Right.
Definitely. And you got that protein in there too. And sometimes if you do like an over easy egg, like the yolk in there, it just adds. It really does. It elevates.
Egg ramen, yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I guess my one tip I've learned is like non-dairy beverages save so much better. Like if you are like a milk drinker, I drink coffee a lot and I froth my milk, but I never can get through milk before it goes bad. But like almond milk, oat milk will just last so much longer.
Right.
So that's usually what I try to go for. I do know that with almond milk, like you got to be careful about like green, like being green and being renewable, because a lot of like almond milk is really not great. Like and like it's pretty wasteful. But other than that, yeah.
A lot of water, a lot almonds. I think oat milk is probably the least. If we're gonna really try to be good people, I think oat milk is probably the least water intensive. But I'm no expert. I think we are about to wrap everything up, though. It was so great talking to you guys outside of the classroom, and
I agree.
Proud,
Good job today, guys.
Awesome.
I'm proud of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe we'll get some more screen time in the future then. Hope we proved everyone proud.
Or not at all, or never again. But either way, it was great. Okay, I think.
And if the whole